Tron is dead. That's what Hollywood Reporter and their insiders are saying. And they're saying blame the franchise. Don't blame Jared Leto. Although Jared Leto is part to blame as well. Maybe. Who knows what's going on? Interesting. The death of Tron and the death of Jared Leto as a leading man, it seems. At the very least, Hollywood Reporter is predicting that. So, worthwhile diving into. This isn't exactly like Einstein. This isn't rocket science, right? I wanted Tron Aries to be good. You guys probably, took a look at some of my trailer reactions. And I even did a theory video. I wanted it to be good. In my opinion, it wasn't. And that's me doing one of those things where, about turn and go, oh, well, never mind, I was wrong. It was crap. It is what it is. I was optimistic. But yeah, unfortunately, got burned. Headline for this. No one asked for this reboot. Yeah, you know what people did want, though, didn't you? Sequel with Son of Flynn and Cora. Didn't get that, did we? What a bizarre decision. And in this article, you'll see, because we'll get to it in a minute, but, executives were shocked. It's like, how are you shocked? How out of touch are you? Right, that's the thing. How out of touch can you possibly be to provide something that no one asked for? In fact, people expressly asked for something other than this. Right, you actually know what people asked for because it's out there. You do Google searches. And you gave them the complete opposite of that. Brilliant. Well done. Top marks, mate, and you're shocked. Amazing. So, a little bit of a scene setting, as it is for Hollywood Reporter. They bang on about Jared Leto a lot in this. And I think that they do that because I think Disney is pivoting to try and make Jared Leto the fall guy. To a degree. So there he stood in a red raincoat draped dramatically over a white suit perched 30 feet above Piccadilly Circus for the October 1st London premiere of Tron Aries. What was Jared Leto doing up there, greeting his public like some interstellar overlord? Drumming up excitement for his latest blockbuster release, of course, the stunt was straight out of the Leto playbook, involving bombast, tall buildings, and shoulder-length hair jostled by the elements, but it didn't succeed. Because he's not a draw. In fact, he's never been a draw. He isn't a movie star. Now, Tron Aries didn't fail because of him. Actually had a really bad script, to be honest. Again, just my opinion. Any of this is caveated with my opinion. The channel's name is Mr. H Reviews, alright? It is Nate's opinion. Obviously. So, like a light cycle slamming into a jet wall, Tron Aries was savagely de-res at the box office this weekend, bringing in at least 10 million less than its projected opening gross. The Disney sci-fi tentpole pulled in a dismal $33.2 million from 4,000 theatres against a net production budget of, at the very least, $180 million. Of course, the sci-epic also failed to connect, grossing $27 million for a global start of $60.2 million. Some at Disney were always concerned only die-hard fans would show up, which isn't a Leto issue, but an IP problem. They were right. 18 to 24-year-old males, the sweet spot, badly under-indexed, combined with a bland B-plus cinema score. Sources say Tron will likely retire from the big screen. It's done. They've killed it. They've actually killed Tron. Amazing. Tron is dead. I mean, they did release a Tron film without Tron, so I guess he's dead anyway, which is comical. But there's a few things to consider here. Tron, as a franchise, become a cult classic, right? It's the same as Blade Runner. Movie which came out at the time, didn't actually do that well. Did okay, wasn't great. But then found new life on home release, right? Home rental. And this is the problem in the modern age. The modern age has eliminated the rental sort of rebirth that films have achieved in the past. But it is also a Leto problem. It's also a script problem. There's a lot of problems with this film. So Leto appreciates spectacle How else would you describe an actor who scales the Empire State Building, climbing from the 86th floor observatory to the 104th floor, all to promote his band 30 Seconds to Mars? Why? Ever since I was a kid, I was fascinated with the Empire State Building. Fuck has that got to do with your band? What? This guy is a clown. But stunts might not be enough to distract from a spate of negative headlines after Air Mail collected 9 allegations from women who described disturbing conduct ranging from flirtatious overtures, that's fine, not an issue with that, oh, when they were minors, oh wait, probably, maybe a big issue there. 2 episodes of exposure, his representatives denied everything, but alarmed Disney executives had no idea whether other accusations might emerge. But this is a long history from this chap. Like, there's been a lot of stuff about this guy over the years. What are you talking about? It didn't happen, and Leto embarked on a global promo tour. He was the face of the Aries Tron campaign, and was a consummate professional throughout, studio insiders say. Sources tell The Hollywood Reporter he earned high 7 figures for the role, plus a 7-figure producing fee. Man, Leto took you to the cleaners. But you're also the morons that greenlit this crap. He next stars in MGM Mattel's Masters of the Universe as He-Man's high-pitched antagonist Skeletor. It could be a good career move, embodying the iconic skull-faced fantasy villain who walks a line between genuine menace and camp. I mean, anything where Leto actually isn't Leto is probably good. Anything where you can't see him. And, I don't know, maybe he acts. Who knows? Yet likely over other days where Leto could, through sheer willpower and in-the-room charisma, push through a green light, as he did with Tron Aries. Originally was conceived as a straightforward follow-up to 2010's Tron Legacy, itself a modern success, having grossed $400 million worldwide against a $170 million net production budget. Sorry, what? The first iteration of the Aries script was a different movie, but it had a character named Aries. Screenwriter Jesse Wigato told Polygon for an October 11th story. The version ultimately was shelved by Disney, but Leto wouldn't give up. It didn't hurt that he had a powerful ally in his corner, Sean Bailey, who was hired to run Disney's live-action studio in 2010 by former Disney topper Rich Ross after he produced Tron Legacy. And he also had goodwill from his lauded earlier dramatic work in Dallas Buyers Club and Requiem for a Dream. The pitch worked, and by 2017, Leto was elevated to producer, and the movie's narrative was reframed so that the protagonist became Aries, his character. Well, surprise, surprise. Leto not only got his Tron movie, he was now the star. Bailey, the movie's chief proponent within the studio, was shown the door last year, but has a producing deal at Disney. Maybe you should stop taking his movies. How about that? But now the kinds of hefty paydays Leto earned as Aries could be in the past, as an agency partner says that studios already had stepped away from the actor as a leading man choice after the failure of Sony's Spider-Man universe spin-off Morbius. Morbin time. He got morbed. Which opened to $39 million stateside en route to a not good $167 million globally in 2022. In a world where Michael Fassbender, Ewan McGregor and Benedict Cumberbatch are having a hard time getting lead roles, why would you ever go to a person who can't open a movie and who has question marks around him as a person? Said a top talent manager. Yeah, why? You've just killed Tron. Brilliant. So with Aries flopping, the insider says Leto's currency in town has run colder than Morbius's vampire blood. To be clear, the flame out of Tron isn't Leto's burden alone. No, and it isn't, actually. It's still Disney's problem. You could have had Ryan Coogler. It wasn't going to work, says the first agency partner. No one asked for this reboot. If you say Tron Aries is good, we just needed a different actor, you're deluding yourself, which is true. Why didn't they make the sequel that everyone actually wanted? So there you go. I mean, look, Tron is dead. Tron is dead. And it looks like Leto's career is as well. Baffling. Why this was made? Who knows? Who knows? But it killed Tron. It killed Tron.